with Teslas that update themselves, Luces that can drive 500 miles on a single charge, and Porsche Taycan turbos with no actual turbos in them. Does a gas-powered luxury Mercedes S-Class even matter today? Even Mercedes has their own flagship electric vehicle, the Mercedes EQS, destined to replace the Mercedes S-Class, or so they thought. The S-Class was introduced originally in the 1970s and has been around for decades. This is the success class. Whether or not you're truly successful, this car is supposed to show people that you've actually made it in life. The S-Class is the cream of the crop Mercedes. You drive around in this and people will think that you are somebody. But there's way more to the S-Class than just being a status symbol. Back in the day, Mercedes engineers were basically magicians. The S-Class introduced features that would come in other cars way later. Seat massagers, check. Automatic sunblinds, check. Driving assistant features, all S-Class. All these things are standard now in every car, but the Mercedes S-Class truly paved the path. The S-Class has always been ahead of its time. You want to get a sneak peek into tomorrow's tech? Step inside an S-Class. This car is whisper quiet. You don't know if it has 90,000 miles on it or 10,000 miles. You can't tell the difference. This car is as good as new. That's the kind of incredible build quality we're talking about. And it's so comfortable. The EQS drives fine, but this one is even better. The S580 does come with a Sport Plus mode if you want it to be more aggressive and hear more of that exhaust note. It does have a twin-turbo V8 after all. The ride in this car is extremely smooth. Nothing can throw this off. It feels like you're in a tank, completely shut off from the outside world. And you get to see that three-pointed star as you're driving. How cool is that? You don't get that in the EQS. Few other cars are this luxurious and make you feel this safe. And then in 2021, Mercedes came out with the EQS the same year as this 7th generation S580. The EQS Mercedes flagship EV was supposed to change everything. And on paper, it had a lot going for it. Record-breaking drag coefficient making it super slippery, up to 422 miles of range, and the Hyperscreen 56-inch wall of glass stretching across the dash. Mercedes packed as much tech as it could into the EQS. The EQS came with a futuristic cabin along with whisper-quiet electric torque. The EQS was supposed to dethrone the S-Class and inherit the mighty Mercedes kingdom. But here's what really happened. A few years later, EQSs are sitting untouched on dealer lots, selling for cheaper than Toyota Camrys. The S-Class indeed is getting the last laugh. It doesn't matter how advanced the EQS is or how big their Hyperscreen is. The S-Class is what people really want, and everybody proved it. Nobody wants the EQS. The ultra premium Mercedes is still going strong, and the EQS, well, it's going nowhere. The battery did in fact run out of charge. Is it any surprise that this car still dominates? Just look at this versus the EQS. Mercedes hyper-focused on aerodynamics and engineering with the EQS. But in the process, they completely missed why people want the S-Class in the first place. Because of this, you don't want to buy an expensive Mercedes and not have it look the part. Driving around in this, you need to feel like you're the boss. Step out of the S-Class and people will think you're somebody important. And if you're not, fake it till you make it, right? Step out of the EQS and people will ask, what is that jelly bean? Huh? Also, Mercedes buyers want an interior like this. The EQS went too far too fast. The build quality in this is better. This is some high-end premium stuff. 92,000 miles on this beast and everything is still holding on strong. And charging? Come on, you think people that are being chauffeured around in this have time to sit around and wait for their car to be charged up? S-Class owners are busy people. Billionaires be ballin'. The Mercedes has true presence and the EQS just doesn't. And that's why these days you can buy a used EQS for the price of a Honda Accord. But to be fair, Mercedes always does depreciate, and so has the S-Class. A 2021 S580 you can buy in the low $50,000 range, still not nearly as cheap as a 2021 EQS. The S-Class is understated and subtle. You don't need to tell anyone what it is, people just know. This one is truly presidential. The S580 is quiet, but you know you're driving around in something with a twin-turbo V8. The quietness in the EQS just doesn't work. This car has a lot of meat behind the bones. This is the place to be. The S-Class is what people crave, prestige, along with the signature Mercedes hood ornament. Buy a 2015 S550 and people will think you're driving around in a six-figure car. Nobody knows about crazy Mercedes depreciation. The S-Class is still an S-Class. This market segment is pretty popular. You have the BMW 7 Series, the Audi A8, but this high-end Mercedes is in a league of its own. The other car manufacturers have been trying for ages, but they can't quite catch up. This car always manages to stay a step or two ahead of the others. Even in 2025, the S-Class matters. Buy a used S-Class if you want that prestige, the subtle flex, and the ultimate flagship Mercedes. And I can tell you by driving this one, even at close to 100,000 miles, this thing drives great. You may just be able to buy a high mileage S580 in the mid 40s. And unlike the EQS, there will always be a market for used S-Classes, so the prices of these won't drop nearly as fast as the EQS, which nobody wants. If a used 580 is too expensive, then get an S550 for Honda Civic money. The EQS was supposed to be the future, but then the people spoke. Mercedes is stopping production of the EQS in the US. And with the EV tax credit now gone, people aren't even gonna wanna buy EVs in the first place. And so guess what? The S-Class won. People now want this car, maybe even more so than ever before. Long live the S-Class.